Then he had
19.
Because some lady my sister works with bought it for her son when he turned 5.
Yeah.
And he was going off to college.
Yeah, his birthday party.
And I was like, the weekend
before
before
his
his
baby.
baby.
She's the biggest.
But I'm always like, this is the worst part for me. I always get real nervous right before they start.
Awesome. I mean, her tail's bigger than my thumb, so she can do that. But I always think she's about to die. I'm like, oh, stop eating. It's the time.
40-year-old.
You're 19 years old, you're gonna die now.
Yep.
And then out of nowhere, she'll eat like 4 hornworms and just eat every day. Whatever. I always think she's dying.
Do you want me to do anything specific to the shape of the bomb, or?
Whatever you want.
I want to separate those, so it looks like a book.
Is this really gonna hurt you? Like, you really need to hold my hand?
I'm scared right now. Like I said, this is always the worst part, is before they start. Like, my anxiety is always worse than what it actually is usually.
I put my hand in and it came over to me and I was scratching. I think this whole fever thing is doing good.
And you're the one that keeps sitting there going, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt.
It hurts so bad. Oh my god.
That's what they said about the one on my wrist too. They told me that was gonna hurt, and that one didn't hurt.
Right?
So,
This one's gonna feel like death.
huh?
This one's gonna feel like death.
Just kind of skirting
That's nice.
around. I don't really want to get in there. Well, would you ever?
Such a brat.
I don't know. I won't
I
say
knew.
never, because I might. But I'd have to be pretty.
Tana's
cold.
gonna get the frog, but she's gonna get it on her shoulder blade.
Yeah.
And I'd have to.
And she doesn't, like where mine's yellow, she wants to get sky blue. But I think it's a decent little tattoo for, I was 14 when I designed it, so.
Yeah, the texture of the skin, like the follicles.
It's only artwork I've ever done.
I was expecting it.
Freaking nervous right now.
Yeah.
Don't be.
Say,
Dude, that kid last night, his inner arm kept on a snag.
Yeah, the guy that I was doing.
For $2 and for a limited time, try
But then part of me is thinking, shit,
Close your eyes and take a nap.
You're my happy place.
Mm-hmm. By the time you wake up, it'll all be over.
Yeah.
off every day on items big or small. So you can save an extra 5% on a new coat of paint, updating appliances, replacing the flooring, and even save an extra 5% on little things like cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, and air filters.
I'll give her a heads up.
Everyday essentials.
She didn't.
You get an extra
They're
5%
gonna be
savings every day when you use your Lowe's Advantage
Right.
card. If you don't have one, buy today. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's. Subject to credit approval and condition body and delivery office. Exclusions apply. Details to us only.
Yeah, a little bit. We'll debug it.
Bomb, like at the tail of the bomb, so it goes around the back of the tail.
Sure.
Sorry, I just need something.
No, I understand.
Ready? Here we go.
Turn it off.
Apostrophe.
Okay.
It's English. Alright, so what kind of flame? Are you doing like hot rock flames or just like low E flames? You said you wanted to.
My ears are off. You know. He just got started here and he'll want to hang out for a sec. Dude,
See. Okay.
Oh, it's funny. There it is. That's really good. Is it not firing though?
You staying awake?
You right? It's gonna be good fun.
Are you falling
So we
asleep?
got a free game at the game store.
Yeah.
Get our geek on.
Yeah. We're my stupid friend, those nerds. Great. There we go.
Is this the week we start our podcast?
No.
Our live Twitch stream?
I would be okay with a live Facebook if you really wanted to. Because I bet people would tune in. Just to be like,
Oh,
on a card
my
game.
true self. I think I might. That dude's buying that like tomorrow. So I might buy it. Like 3 bottles. I was looking at sets though on eBay.
Yeah.
And they have a medieval set that I think would probably be perfect.
Yeah, like the armor.
They even have like the metallics in it. Even bronze.
How much is that?
Like $50. But it's like 16 bottles. I like it.
They have a lot of brushes and they're decently
I like the ones I use.
Yeah.
I really enjoy using binder. It was easier than using the lamp.
I love it. You're wearing that binder. That's how I'm always gonna picture you when you're texting me later.
It doesn't tickle, but it's not that bad.
It doesn't tickle.
No, it doesn't tickle. It took me a minute, but I think I'm adjusting to it okay. My back was definitely like worse at like 3 a.m. this morning, so.
You should wear your visor when you text me.
I should. I have a pair of cheaters. They put on my glasses. I should have saved that picture for that snap.
If you were in the visor,
Yeah.
you still have the other opportunities for it.
Yeah, I'm sure
Mom
I'll
was
buy
like,
it.
you were supposed to get
I'm
your
trying not to buy any of the
dragon
Star Wars
tattoo.
ones. Just
What?
for fun.
My mom said that she and I were supposed to get
I'm
this.
trying to keep
Okay.
And I was like, Mom, I talked to you about this like weeks ago. That it makes more sense that we get it on his sister than
Yeah.
by your daughter.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
24 of them. Like I
I was like, and you agreed to it, if that was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that now. Her brain.
You know what though? Like I get it because like I totally get, you know, the fibro fog and like that's what I didn't get to like when I was not on meds and the pain was triggering the MG. Like my brain just didn't function at all at that point. Like I didn't understand how bad it was until like I had the scare the other weekend. Am I doing all right?
Yep.
So, and I, like it happened again that like I just couldn't even hold a conversation. And that's not me.
No.
That's not who I am normally. Like normally you can't get me to shut up, so
That's true.
I'll admit it.
Whatever you prefer. I'll do it after.
But
How you feeling?
I'm alright.
Yeah, you made something for kind of that age.
like serene.
He says I'm doing good. I think I'm doing alright. It took a minute. Like it definitely is worse than any of the other ones I've done. Like none of the other ones have really hurt at all. Except for this one.
Right in there.
Yeah. When I
Yes, but it's
I have the dragon here when it like went towards the wings went towards my breastbone.
things like it really.
That was the worst one. Before this.
I'm like, whatever.
But like I said, like I was definitely like Well, I don't know. And then I think it was like around 5 that I woke up and like it was like I was damn near like a 9 with my back. So like this compared to that, it's like plus like this will end.
Yeah.
So and then I'll have a full tattoo. That's like, you know, like the one doctor I went to see a long time ago before I was with Stevenson. It was the same practice, but it was Dr. O, I think his name is. And he did like, you know, he basically treated me like I have a low pain tolerance. And it's like, oh, you're fine, you don't need anything, you just have a low pain tolerance. And it's like,
No.
so he wanted me to do the trigger point injections, and he used to be like an anesthesiologist or whatever. So he's qualified to do the trigger point injections himself. And like he did them, and he's like, you're not crying, you're not screaming, you didn't even flinch. And I'm like, yeah, because the problem is not a low pain tolerance. The problem is I'm in a hell of a lot of pain. Like all the time. And I took Tana into that practice yesterday, was her final sign off for the doctor for her to go to Germany. Like the doctor had to, like she already had a physical, but basically the doctor had to say like nothing's changed in the last 6 months, which is stupid, but whatever.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't see Stevenson while I was there. She saw Campanella, which is who.
I've heard of Dr. Campanella.
Huh?
I've heard of Dr. Campanella.
He's nice. But he's a decent guy. I don't know, Stevenson, I always thought he was like kind of weird to begin with. And then like we went from like tramadol straight to fentanyl. And yeah. And like I don't know, like I heard like some of them were like getting paid to prescribe fentanyl. So like I think that's why he went straight to the fentanyl. I don't know. It pissed me off. Well, yeah, but now it's the other way around. And so like he took me off. And like the thing was, like I hated being on the patches. I really, really, really hated being on the patches. But for the first time in, you know, a decade, I was having pain-free days occasionally. You know? And I was stable, and it was like, you know, I was doing really well, and I was like walking 4 to 5 miles a night. You know, everything was good. And then the CDC came down with their guidelines, and he's like, oh, we gotta take you off the fentanyl. And like, what he had me on was like the equivalent of like 150 milligrams of oxycodone a day, plus like another 20 milligrams of oxycodone for breakthrough pain. And he took me like over the course of 3 months from that down to 45 milligrams of oxycodone. And it was just like, no.
Too much.
And so, yeah, but I got him to raise it back up to like 90, but it was still like, it wasn't enough. And I kept telling him, I was like, this is not working, this is not working, this is not working. And then, like, I found an old script of mine, it was mine, of Valium. And like I had run out, and I took some Valium, and I went in and I told him I found the old script and I took the Valium. And so he drug tested me and was like, oh, you're a drug addict and we're not, you know, giving you pain meds anymore. And I spent, about 6 months pretty much bedridden. Yeah, like I just couldn't, I was a totally different person.
Pretty awesome. Good.
So, like now what I have it still isn't enough, but I had to switch doctors to, but he was cool. Like, he was like, I didn't even expect it. Like, I was like, you know, like I was like, hey, I know that's not how it works. I'm not expecting to come in here and get a script on the first visit. And he was like, No, I can see you're in pain. He's like, I have no issue giving you pain medication.
Both of them are here now.
Oh, okay.
Plus, like, what ticked me off with, like, Stevenson was not only was he treating me like a junkie, but the whole, like, you need to come in every week so I can monitor your blood pressure. Because for some reason, your blood pressure is real high all of a sudden.
I understand why you would be doing that.
Had nothing to do with my pain level, I'm sure. I think he was just like, I was his cash cow, you know, he's milking my insurance.
And be right back. Yeah. Kind of just touch it too much.
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's tight spaces in here sometimes.
Is it looking good?
Nope.
Can I have a second to get a drink of water? I mean, I just don't want to shake or anything while I'm...
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just don't want a chance, like, not paying attention and moving. All good. All good. I haven't heard back from my dad yet, but I don't see why he wouldn't.
What happened?
Oh, Steve texted me. He's like, we should have had Ember come pick you up because if you're not here at 4 when I get off, I'm going to be really pissed off, whatnot. Huh?
He said, oh well, you get over it.
Well, my dad is working at the visitor center,
Yeah.
which is like right there across the bridge, you know what I mean? And my dad also gets off at 4 o'clock. So I don't see any reason why my dad, I'm supposed to meet up with my dad before I get Steve anyways, like if I had time. And so I don't see like any reason why my dad couldn't just go across the bridge and pick up Steve and take him home. Like, it'll take him 10 extra minutes from if he just was going straight home from the visitor center. And then everybody can be happy.
Let me see if I still have a note.
So why Sanskrit?
Oh, Lincoln.
Why Sanskrit?
Because I think it looks cool.
It does. I was
I've
just
always
curious.
liked the
Yeah.
way it looks.
Huh?
I just really like the way it looks.
What, the Sanskrit or the tattoo in general?
Both.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think this looks cool too. I just was wondering, because there's a couple, like the Norse runes and stuff are cool too.
Yeah. I had Norse runes on this tattoo that got covered up.
Yeah.
I think we should fix up. Recommend before you figure out where you want to
What is that? What is that? There's color out there. There's color you didn't know. Mainly just for ladies.
I still have to figure out what to put behind the girls as well. On my right shoulder. Sleeping under. Talking to you.
How are you? I'm sorry, what?
I said I still can't figure out what to put behind the girls on my yeah, I'm gonna change it into like a half sleeve because the fairy like doesn't stick out. You know what I mean? Because she did it all in color, which the wings look really pretty, but like her body just keeps disappearing. I've gotten it touched up like twice and it looks good for like a year and it disappears again. Far are we?
Did you draw on this stuff?
Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, almost done. You ready? It's almost your turn.
I know. I'm excited.
I'm being brave.
Well, I mean, but if you want the other one first, it's your decision. That's the one I want to see fixed first.
Looks awesome.
Birthday?
Not at T-Mobile. Get unlimited data.
I'll pay for that for your birthday.
Already included. And right now, get 4 lines of unlimited data while on our network for just $40 a month with autopay. So go ahead and take a closer look, and you'll see nobody does unlimited.
They're chickening out then.
Yeah, I think I gotta go.
Yeah.
It's a nice change of pace, seeing your face in neutral.
No, like Stevie's tattoo, like that's the one, like, first of all, like he never wanted any tattoos to begin with. And then where he got my husband has his wedding band and it's a ball and chain and like the ball is like right on his knuckle. Yeah. And it's like, okay, if that doesn't prove love, I don't know what does, cause huh?
That's right on your, and like you can get it on the elbow. I couldn't do it. That's brave.
What do you have again?
An eagle.
Soccer t-shirt.
Oh, you know, that almost does tickle. Like compared to the
It just does
rest of it. Yeah, I'm like, that's all good. Now I remember I had to have been, I was at least 6 because, or 5. Well, yeah, probably 6 because Scott was, my little brother Scott, it was after he was born. But I remember like my parents coming home from a wedding. I was probably, yeah, about 6 or 7. And my mom being like just very upset and telling me that like all the bridesmaids had like these low V-cut dresses like in the back that had this like low V-cut, and it was basically each one had a tattoo at the bottom of the V, like basically where a tramp stamp would be. But it was like, I mean, this would have been 80, 86, 87, so it was before tramp stamps were even like really a thing. And are we done?
Yep.
Awesome. Get a picture then.